The San Francisco 49ers are home, ready to take on the New England Patriots, and they're looking to get themselves back into the winning column. That's right. They're looking to get back to 2-2, and they could do so if they stick to the keys to victory. What's going on, 49er faithful? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Keys to Victory. Listen, brought to you by Residency. Go to www.residency.com. Use that promo code SBLVIII so you can save on your total purchase. They got a sale going on right now, so don't miss out on the 25% off that they got going on. And use their promo code SBLVIII. On today's episode, we are taking on the New England Patriots. They're coming into town. Week 4 is underway. Quarter of the season will be over after this game. Niners got beat. They didn't stick to the keys to victory last week. Let's see if the Niners think they might want to stick to the keys to victory this week. I got them scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Let's go ahead and get to the present mother loventation, baby. That's right. Keys to victory week 4. Listen, this is going to be crazy because I can tell you right now, number one, they got to attack the middle of the field. And I'm talking Kittle over the middle. I'm talking Jawan Jennings over the middle. Why? People are like, Breezie, their safeties are great. They got a great secondary. But you could take advantage of their linebackers and force their linebackers to cover, just like Kyle Shanahan did against the linebackers from the Los Angeles Rams, who were ranked bottom in the NFL. The Patriots linebackers aren't ranked that much higher, and they struggle in coverage. They're great at stopping the run, but when it comes to covering guys, they struggle. So listen, why don't you get a tight end out there, put 12 personnel, 2 tight end sets, force one of their safeties to cover, as well as one of their linebackers to cover. Then that allows Jordan Mason to feast over the middle out of the backfield as well. I think Brock Purdy is most comfortable throwing into the middle of the field. He has zero fear, obviously. There's sometimes he might not see the safeties, but all in all, take what the defense is giving you. They should be able to control the ball throwing over the middle of the field. Brock, don't be afraid to pull the trigger. I love their safeties and Kyle Duggar, who'll be lined up around in the box. They like to run a lot of 3 safety sets too out there. All right, they might put Marcus Jones out there instead of nickel and have him play a little safety. So listen, the Patriots are going to show you a lot of different exotic looks. But Brock, pay attention. Don't be afraid to take advantage of what the middle of the field and take what the defense is giving you. I say attack the middle of the field. They should be good to go. Number 2. Don't become one-dimensional. Every week, I feel like we're going to get a Jordan Mason week 1 type of performance. And every week, the defenses are looking to take away the run, force Brock Purdy to pass the ball. That's what they're doing. They're stacking the box. I'm talking 6, 7, 8 men in the box, not allowing the 49ers to allow Jordan Mason to run the ball. But the 49ers cannot afford to become one-dimensional. They do not want to drop back 40 to 45 times to pass the ball to win this game because they'll be facing a decent pass defense. They want to make sure that they do not become one-dimensional. All right. If the Niners become one-dimensional, it could be a long day for Brock Purdy. We're talking quick throws and all these different types of throws to where Brock is going to have to find ways to make plays. The Niners got to run the ball. They don't need to abandon the run. I think abandoning the run is kind of like what hurts the Niners' chances in closing out games. The Niners don't need to become one-dimensional. They need to continue to find ways to run the ball successfully. It's a good thing they're going to have a couple of guys back this week, but do not abandon the run. Do not become one-dimensional. Find a way to run the ball. Kyle Shanahan, please, so that way it keeps the game balanced. Pass, run, pass, run, pass, run. You see the rhythm? Got to find a way to get into a rhythm. I know I said a bunch of things, but the most important thing is do not become one-dimensional. All right, I was talking about a player coming back. Listen, they got an edge rusher. His name is Keion White. I like him a lot. Dude's explosive. The dude's athletic. The dude is huge. The dude is fast. The dude's 6'5", 285 pounds. Listen, man, I don't know about the 49ers offensive line. Trent Williams looks like he's struggling out there. Colt McKivitz looks like he's not even struggling. He's just not even out there. The Niners need to find a way to add some extension help to that offensive line. They're going to want to find a way to block or chip this guy. If Colt McKivitz is struggling on his one-on-ones, please use George Kittle in the blocking. Please use tight end Eric Sauber in the blocking. Even if you go with Jake Tonjes out there, find a way to chip the edge when it comes to the 49ers. Listen, they can't allow Keion White to generate much pressure in this game. If so, it'll be a long day for Brock Purdy and that 49ers offensive line. And we already know the offensive line struggles in sustaining like their juice, their mojo. They run out of gas relatively early. I could see the Patriots using Keion White. I could see them stunning with some of their outside linebackers like Josh Uche. Like, it can get rough. Find a way to chip the edge. Mainly focus on Keion White. Take his behind out of the game. All right? Take his behind out of the game. Number 4. You see my boy Jair Brown here because he cannot, and I repeat, cannot lose. Now, I don't know if Jair Brown's going to be playing the deep safety. I don't know if they're going to be playing cover 2 with 2 deep safeties. At the end of the day, I do know safeties cover tight ends. And Hunter Henry is the tight end that one of these safeties is going to need to cover. So whether it's Jair Brown, Talanoa Hufanga, however they match up, you can't lose Hunter Henry, right? He's their leading target. He's their leading pass catcher. He has the most receptions on the team, all right? And he feasts between 0 to 9 yards over the middle of the field. Where? The middle of the field. So that's where my safeties particularly play. I could see them trying to force some of the linebackers to cover them, but whoever's covering Hunter Henry, do not lose Hunter Henry. He's responsible for 9 first downs. This dude will keep the chains moving. This is the safety blanket, the security guy. This is the guy that their quarterback, Jacoby Brissett, likes to get the ball to. Do not, read my lips, no letting Hunter Henry go off in the middle of the field. I started to say no new taxes. I can't remember where I got that from. I feel like it was a few good men. I feel like that's a Jack Nicholson phrase. I can't remember. I don't know. I'm getting older. But anyway, do not lose sight of Hunter Henry. He will be the guy that keeps the chains moving for sure in their passing game. And number 5, which should be always number 1, but I saved the best for last. You got to take away the run game. And I'm not just talking about Ramondre Stevenson. No, I am not. They're the 8th ranked run team in the league. They average 144.3 yards per game. And the Niners' run defense might be taking a little dip and hit for the simple fact that they lost Javon Hargrave for the season to a torn tricep. And it seems like Jordan Elliott may not go this week because of the ankle roll. It's going to be crazy. The Niners defense has to figure it out. Fred Warner and the linebacking company has to fill those gaps. They are going to look to power run this ball. They are not an super outside zone team. What they like to do is power run and screen. Antonio Gibson, screen. He will run. He will try to get to the outside. He's more of the speed back. But listen, Ramondre Stevenson is the bell cow for the New England Patriots. You got to find a way to take him out. I watched the team they played last week take him out. He had 6 carries for 22 yards on 6, and he was bad. And a fumble. Good. That's another thing. He fumbles the rock. 3 fumbles and 1 fumble in each game. That's total of 3 fumbles for the season. This dude is turning over the ball. Fred Warner, your time has come, bruh. You know what to do. Fred is the punch out king. We're going to start calling it Fred Warner's punch out. We should give him a new video game, call it Fred Warner's punch out. Why? Because he knows how to punch out the ball. So listen, the Niners got to make them become one-dimensional, force them to throw the ball 50 plus times to try to win a game. Niners, take away the run, force them to become one-dimensional. They'll be sliding into 2-2 for sure. The crazy thing is, it's not like they got to stick to one key to victory. They got to kind of get all 5 somewhat right. And yeah, I could have said the good old average keys to victory, mistakes, blah 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 blah. Nah, I thought I'd be a little bit more specific who they need to pay attention to. We're going into the second quarter of the season after this game. 49ers need to get into the win column. You can say it's a must-win game. Every game's a must-win game to me, but I think the 49ers know what they need to do. They need to go home and they need to take care of business. This ain't even about standing on business. You can stand on business when you're on the road. When you're at home, you take care of business. I'm your host, the WayneBreezie. Thank you so much for tuning in to Keys to Victory. You already know what time it is. Let's get this dub. Let's get back to 2-2. Let's get back to winning football. And let's get back to being faithful to the Bay. Love y'all. Stay up. Peace.